I was the good kid. Things came easily. I did well at school, even though I didn't work very hard. I was a lot of my family's favorite. I was spoiled, selfish, vain. Went into college, was the first one to go to college, and met my first serious boyfriend. We had sex shortly afterwards, and I always had this feeling that I was just invincible. And I'm not going to get pregnant, nothing's going to happen to me. I just had this um, invincible kind of an attitude, and I got pregnant. And I honestly don't remember hearing about abortion. I don't remember hearing that word, but I got pregnant, and all of a sudden, all those thoughts came in your mind. Oh, I'm in college. I've got a career. I can't let my family know. I'm pregnant. You just go get an abortion. It's what you do when you're not married. I do remember my boyfriend driving me to the clinic and telling me not to cry because if I cried, they might think I was weak and they might not do as good a job. So I went in and I didn't cry, even though everybody was crying around me. And when I came out, I cried for the next 20 some years. I became hard. I was no longer that fun-loving, happy girl. I had just a part of me had died that day. Everything was different. People had tried telling me about abortion for a long time, what it was and how horrible it was. And I remember looking at a picture of a girl, and she had a beautiful girl with brown eyes and a white dress, and she was missing an arm. And I'm reading the article, and I look down, and she had her arm ripped off during an abortion. And right there, the Lord said, that's what it is. And I realized what I had done. And I just cried out to the Lord and asked for forgiveness. So I call a local crisis pregnancy center, and I say, do you have anything concerning counseling for post-abortive women? And signed up for it. A few weeks into the study, I was reading scriptures from the Psalms on crying out to the Lord. And it came into my mind that I have cried for 20 some years, but I never cried out to him. And right then, that night, I cried out to the Lord, and he lifted, like that, he lifted 20 some years of guilt and shame. Jesus took away. He bore the guilt and shame of 20 some years. And honestly, I realized I had been coping all along. And I never knew that I wasn't free until I was free. If you're thinking about doing this study, all I can say is have courage. And if he's opened the door, the people are loving. They have walked this road. My family is different, my marriage, my parenting. I had no idea how that one sin had gotten its tentacles into every area of my life. I'm free and I'm healed and I am in love with Jesus. And all I can say is, where else would you go? He is our healer. He is our redeemer. He is the lover of our souls. He's the good shepherd. Where else would you go?